Have you heard of mood.com? They sell federally legal cannabis gummies. Everything you'd expect from a dispensary, and ship it right to your door. 0 pants required. I'm serious. You can now get high quality, 100% federally legal cannabis products delivered right to your door without ever leaving your couch. And you can get $30 off your first order at mood.com/RLRC with promo code RLRC. Mood partners with small American farms to bring you amazing high-potency THC gummies, home-baked cookies, top-shelf flour, vapes, and more. And third-party lab-tested, backed by a 100-day guarantee. No dispensary lines, just clean, quality, 100% federally legal THC from the farms to your couch. Best of all, not only is every Mood product backed by a 100-day satisfaction guarantee, but as I mentioned, listeners get $30 off their first order with code RLRC. So head to mood.com/RLRC, check out their online dispensary, and let Mood help you discover your perfect mood. And don't forget to use promo code RLRC when you check out to save $30 on your first order. Are you ready to optimize your nutrition this year? Look no further than Factor. Factor offers chef-made gourmet meals that are dietitian approved and can be heated and enjoyed in just 2 minutes. Perfect for fueling your body and feeling great, no matter what life throws your way. Factor makes it easy to eat well and stick to your nutritional goals. Factor delivers fresh, fully prepared meals right to your doorstep, making it ideal for anyone with an active, busy lifestyle like my family. Are you looking to shed a few pounds? With Factor, you can lose up to 8 pounds in 8 weeks with Factor Keto meals. This is based on a randomized controlled clinical trial with Factor Keto, although results will vary depending on individual diet and exercise. With 40 options across 8 dietary preferences on the menu each week, it's simple to find meals tailored to your specific goals. You can choose preferences like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, or Keto, ensuring there's something for everyone. Factor helps me feel my best all day long, and it can help you too. Factor offers wholesome smoothies, delicious breakfasts, grab-and-go snacks, and so much more. Their variety makes it easy to stick to your nutrition goals without feeling deprived. Factor takes the stress out of meal planning and helps my family stay on track with our health goals, making healthy eating not just achievable, but enjoyable. Recently, I had Factor's mushroom chicken thighs and wild rice. Imagine tender, juicy chicken thighs, perfectly seared and sauteed to golden perfection. Factor's mushroom chicken, thighs, and wild rice dish brings together rich, earthy flavors that will satisfy your cravings and leave your taste buds dancing with delight. This gourmet meal features succulent chicken thighs paired with a savory mushroom sauce that's bursting with goodness. It's complemented by a hearty serving of fluffy wild rice, expertly seasoned to enhance the flavors of chicken. Each bite is a harmonious blend of textures, tender meat, creamy mushrooms, and wholesome grains. Ready in just 2 minutes, this dish is not only easy to prepare, but also nourishing, providing you with the fuel you need to tackle your day. Whether you're a busy professional, a parent on the go, or just someone who appreciates a home-cooked meal without the hassle, Factor guarantees convenience and taste. So why wait? Treat yourself to a culinary delight with Factor's mushroom chicken thighs and wild rice, the perfect balance of flavor, nutrition, and simplicity. Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/RLRC50 off and use code RLRC50 off to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code RLRC50 off at factormeals.com/RLRC50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of True Crime Time for Tuesday, February
18th,
2025, and I'm Woody Overton.
I am Cyndi Overton.
I'm going to hollering at you again with some True Crime Time and all that good shit, right?
That's right.
Got to roll with it. So, And we still can't tell you about the 2 lives coming up. You will get to hear it. You'll get to hear it probably by Thursday, huh, man?
Yeah, I would think so.
All right.
It's just some red tape.
So stay tuned on that, and we'll get y'all through it, and it should be plenty of time to plan for everything. It'll be fun. Let's just roll right into some good stories.
Good, bad stories.
Good, bad stories. Bad, good stories.
Well, I don't want to tell a bad, good story.
How about you tell us a story?
I will tell
for
you.
Taco Tuesday.
Well, definitely for Taco Tuesday. We're going to go to Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, Tennessee. Walking with my feet off a Bill.
On Tuesday, February
BB King's
11th.
Club, some of the best barbecue.
Do you like hot chicken?
Y'all worked a shutdown in Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a short one. It was just a couple of weeks. And we were like, that's the highest I'd ever been in the air. It was, the towers were like 200 and some feet, which I didn't realize that like the Mississippi River Bridge is 150 feet from the bridge to the water.
Jeez.
Think about 200 feet, and it was in the wintertime. And check this out. I was single, had my 1986 Cadillac that I traveled in, but the hotel room that I rented, it was just a little cheap motel, nothing like you see nowadays. It was so cheap that when I went in to rent it, they asked me, do you want to buy the hour or the day? And then I went in there, you turn on the TV, the only thing it had on was old porn channels.
Yeah, your reputation preceded you.
No, they didn't have any HBO and shit. It was porn channels piped in.
They knew what those workers needed.
Oh, shit, I worked night shifts, so.
Well, you can't have sex during the day.
I was like that dude from the other story. I was just tired and wanted to get in and go to sleep.
To all the girls you loved before?
Oh, my God. That's what was in my head.
All right. Well, so we're going to Memphis.
Anyway, they catered the last night for us, the barbecue. Holy fuck, that was a good barbecue.
So is Memphis barbecue sweet, or is it?
It's in between. It's not vinegar like North Carolina. It's not like Texas or something. It's its own jam.
Little...
Yeah. And BB King's Club. I did go listen to some blues on Beale Street.
Oh, I bet you did.
Yeah.
It's one of your favorites.
People don't know Woody likes the blues.
Know. If someone
I wish
would
Tabby's blues box was still like when Miss Tabby was still alive.
Yeah.
That people don't know about him. Downtown Baton Rouge on a side street.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be the only Caucasian in the place. But my daddy loved him some blues too. And Mr. Tabby was famous. He was like BB King famous, but not that famous.
Yeah.
But they were like the same age and used to play they didn't call them honky tonks. They called them juke joints back in the day, up and down the Mississippi Delta and shit like that.
What is the meaning behind the word honky?
Honky tonk?
Just honky. Like remember back.
Honky is it? Well,
it's a white.
A lot of different. Okay. There's a lot of different connotations. It could be a negative racial slur, but honky tonks were bars.
No, I know that.
Cowboy joints before they called them cowboy joints.
I didn't know how the word honky derived because Kanye West went on a post spree a couple of weeks ago. And Sophie like was reading it to me, and he said,
island in off the coast of Florida, Key West.
Kanye West. Anyway, he said he was bringing the word honky back, and so I obviously knew that what in the 70s, like I remember Sanford and Son, get that honky, like stuff like that, but I didn't know what the meaning behind the word, like how it was derived.
Don't know, and it doesn't matter because it could be a million different things.
Okay.
Honky could mean booger to me.
Well, that's true.
I eat my honkies.
You don't eat your honkies.
I know, I was just teasing.
I spank your honky.
You spank my boogers? Go ahead, Kimmy. We're 6 minutes in. Let's get to the story.
Well, A pastor has been arrested. Do you want to have a...
Let me guess. Sex charges.
Oh, surprise. No. Animal cruelty.
What?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Is this beast mode?
Guess so.
It's time for beast mode.
An Arkansas pastor is facing animal cruelty charges after police found 2 drowned cats in his home.
Ooh, don't fuck with cats.
He was arrested on Tuesday, February 11th, after the police received a call from the West Memphis Animal Shelter.
That's West Memphis, Arkansas.
Oh, well, shoot. Okay.
So
I didn't know there was a Memphis, Arkansas.
Absolutely. They're right across the river from each other. And every time we've gone to Wisconsin, you drove right through it.
Oh, well, when I saw...
That's where one of the most famous murder cases ever. Oh, I need to do that case one day.
Okay.
For Scorch. The West Memphis 3.
Uh-huh.
But
yeah.
You know about that?
I've heard I don't know anything about it.
The little boys found nude and murdered in the ditch, and they arrested these 3 kids for it. One of them was like, back in the day, he was wearing the all black and all that, whatever the fuck. Anyway, they went to death row and everything else, and now they're all out of prison.
Oh, okay. Well, I know. I was thinking for
I know
whatever
who did it, by the way.
I bet you do. I was thinking for whatever reason that he was like, sometimes pastors get moved from place. They go like visiting pastors that cover for someone else. I just thought, or priests, go and stay at another.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's why I thought it was Memphis, Tennessee, and not Memphis. I didn't know there was.
Just right across the Mississippi River from each other.
Okay. Well,
you could look from West Memphis and see the pyramid in Memphis.
Oh, you're right, because we've talked about that every drive.
Right.
Okay. So there was a call to an animal shelter where someone reported that this man was committing acts of animal cruelty. So police went and searched his home, and they found evidence of animal cruelty, but haven't given any further information about it. But they do have 2 cats that were drowned by Thessing.
By what?
The name of the man is Thessing.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck is a Thessing?
Yeah, Charles Thessing. He was 63 years old. And so they found 2 cats drowned in his home, and he was charged with animal cruelty. The bishop of the diocese has made a statement that obviously Thessing has been suspended from his position as a pastor at St. Michael Church in West Memphis, pending the outcome of the criminal investigation. But Bishop Anthony B. Taylor said that it's disturbing, but he also noted that Charles Thessing has many supporters, and he has reached and touched many lives positively and impacted their lives in a very positive way. He is well loved by many for bringing them and their families closer to God. And we need to remember that during this difficult time.
He brought those 2 cats closer to God.
Right.
Too. He sent them to see Jesus.
Yep. And he asked for supporters to keep him and their parishes and their school in their prayers. So Thessing has been charged with 2 counts of aggravated cruelty to animals, and it's unclear if he entered a plea, but that's disgusting.
Did you ever see that show, Don't Fuck With Cats?
No, but I heard about
Netflix. It. Holy shit, I watched it.
I know you did.
It is fucking disturbing.
Yeah, I remember.
And you need to watch it.
I don't want to watch disturbing.
Okay, don't watch it. But this dude was doing shit like that, but posting online anonymously, and they got his ass.
Yeah.
By that, I mean internet sleuths.
I bet. Yeah.
They don't fuck with cats. I mean, a cat. I don't hate them. I don't really. It's just not my cup of tea. Colette, my sister, when we lived together in college at Southeastern, she had this crazy ass fucking cat named Boxer. And every time you opened the door and she wasn't there, he would run between your legs and get out.
Oh gosh.
And then I quit chasing him.
I was going to say
I would just leave the door shut.
Yeah.
And if he came back, he came back.
Yeah.
Obviously he did. He had to eat, I guess. All right. You know that I know that you know that football season is over.
Yes. And Jason said, what are you and Woody going to do now that hunting season is over? And then he came home the other night and we had NASCAR on. And I was like, Jason, this is the answer to your question.
That's exactly right. Daytona 500. So, and, you know, the Chiefs played in the Super Bowl this year, right?
Right.
Right. And they got their ass kicked by Philadelphia. And yes, we were in New Orleans for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Week. That's a private joke, y'all. So the Chiefs won numerous Super Bowls recently. And they had a dude named Kadarius Toney who played for them. And he was on 2 other Super Bowl winning teams. But he's not with them anymore, right? And his ass is in hot water. He's 26 years old and he hadn't played a game in I think like a year and a half. His last game was against, he got traded from Kansas City to Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
All right. And that's the last game he played. But like I said, I told you he's a professional football wide receiver who won 2 Super Bowl rings with the Kansas City Chiefs. And now his ass is in jail. Because, I'll give you one guess.
He beat his girlfriend.
Absolutely. And so he's arrested on charge of ag assault last week in connection to attack on a woman in Georgia. Now, Tony, the 2-time Super Bowl champion, strangled the woman with enough force to leave red marks on her neck and cause petechia hemorrhaging in the eyes. And let me tell you something. That is the last fucking step before you're dead. And I know you lifers know, but when you strangle someone and you cut off the oxygen long enough, like right before you die, the blood vessels burst in the corner of their eyes. That's what makes your eyes turn blood red. I mean, that's it. That's the last thing. And I had pathologists explain it to me. He said, when this happens, you're dead.
Right.
So anyway, I guess Tony got a little bit lucky, because she didn't die, but she tried to make an emergency phone call. So they got he's arrested for the ag assault charges, and he's arrested for obstructing someone from making an emergency call. And because Tony took her phone away when she attempted to call 911 and canceled voice commands for the phone to call 911 while he was choking the shit out of her.
My goodness.
And I didn't know you could do voice
I didn't know you could
commands.
do that either. How are you going to do that while you're choking someone?
I mean, I'm sure, it takes like a minute and a half to 4 minutes to choke somebody to death if they're not even fighting back. That's a very personal thing, but I'm sure you screaming out. Maybe she scratched him and got away for a second and was able to scream, call 911, whatever. Alexis called 911, whatever the fuck. So the warrants in this case name the alleged victim, but of course we're not going to say any domestic violence victims' names, right?
Right.
So, but this all happened on January the 14th at Tony's residence in Douglasville, Georgia. And the law enforcement was quick on that case. They got warrants for him the following day. And he was arrested the day after my birthday, and on February 6th, and he got a $25,000 bond for each charge. Of course, he made that quick as fuck. Oh, so he played last season. He only played 3 games. He was a stud when he played with Mahomes. But he played 3 games for the Cleveland Browns last season. He played for the New York Giants also before he was traded in 2022 to Kansas City Chiefs, where he won the Super Bowl in 2023 and 2024. And now he can get to play it on the rec yard. He can run around the rec yard.
Goodness gracious.
Play flag football with
26
inmates.
years old.
Stupid.
I know.
26 years old and already a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, if he didn't blow it all.
I'm sure he made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but regardless if he blew it or not. No. What I'm saying is he had millions of dollars at some point. Whether he has it now or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
He had like $100,000 to bond out.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. He choked somebody almost to death. I don't know how long it takes for petechiae hemorrhaging to recover. I never got to find out because all the people I saw it on were dead.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Do you get brain damage because of the oxygen leaving your brain?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm not a doctor.
That's scary. Right. Well, we're going to go. What would you, I know your answer to this, but you can go see your grandma.
If I had one.
Right.
Yeah.
And what if your grandma asked you to do her laundry while you went to visit?
Look, let me tell you something. If my grandma was alive, my grandmas were deceased. One of them died when I was 7. The other one died before I was born. And I believe it or not, I can remember when I was 7 going to Granny's house in St. Francisville, and she'd do the homemade cakes. One time she slapped the shit out of me because I put my finger in ice. I deserved it. But then I had Miss Francine, who was like my grandmother, and I was her favorite out of all my brothers and sisters. She was single, a widower. Her husband had died. He was a captain in World War II and all that, but she loved her some Woody. Like she'd bring a 6-pack of candy bars, one for each of my brothers and sisters, and then she'd bring me up my own 6-pack. And she's the one I got the Cadillac from.
I know. Yeah.
Well, lifers don't know.
This episode is sponsored by MIDI Health.
MIDI Health is here to change the way women experience menopause care. As a husband, I've seen my wife Cyndi navigate the challenges of menopause, and it hasn't been easy. Keeping up with her symptoms while feeling dismissed by traditional healthcare providers was tough for her. It was disheartening to hear the doctors say it was all in her head, or to just focus on diet and exercise. I learned that many healthcare providers lack training in menopause, which is shocking. 80% of OBGYNs report they are untrained in this critical area, and 75% feel uncomfortable discussing it with their patients. Thank goodness Cyndi found MIDI. MIDI is a virtual care clinic dedicated to truly seeing, hearing, and understanding women's experiences. It was created by women for women, and they accept insurance in all 50 states. Getting started is simple. She visited www.trymidi.com/real, set up her account, and entered her insurance information and shared her symptoms. She was able to choose a convenient time to meet her clinician. During the virtual visit, she discussed her symptoms and health history in detail with a nurse practitioner trained in perimenopause, menopause, and weight management. If she needs any tests like blood work or imaging, they help coordinate it with a local facility that accepts her insurance. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Now she can follow her treatment plan and schedule follow-up visits. MIDI even collaborates with her other doctors for in-person treatment if necessary. Best of all, there are no hidden costs, no membership fees, and MIDI bills your insurance directly. MIDI also offers fantastic products including compound semaglutide and estriol face cream, which Cyndi loves. This prescription skincare product is designed to improve skin elasticity, hydration, and texture, addressing those frustrating changes related to estrogen decline. So if you're ready to take charge of your midlife health, go to www.trymidi.com/real. That's www.trymidi.com/real to schedule a virtual visit. Join more than 200,000 women who love and trust MIDI for their midlife care. Y'all use my code SAFE15 to get $15 off your first RX product when you book your visit. Genetics can be beautiful. Maybe you got your mom's eyes or her great skin. But genetics can also be a nightmare. I hear friends say, I got my mom's belly and love handles. Don't let genetics be the thing that holds you back from getting the body you deserve. Check out the Permanent Solutions by Sano Bello. Our friends at Sano Bello are offering you their best deal. You're now included in their winter savings event, but appointments are limited. So please make your appointment today. Sonobella doctors are masters in micro laser fat removal. What is micro fat laser removal? Micro laser fat removal is a brilliant technique that removes stubborn fat permanently. Tummy, love handles, thighs, arms, wherever your problem areas are, the fat is gone in one comfortable visit. Eating healthy and workouts are great. Keep doing that. But if you want to lose that stubborn fat in one visit, check out Sonobello. Save big during their winter savings event. Schedule your free consultation now at sonobello.com/RLRC. That's SONOBELLO.com/RLRC. And my greatest single effing regret in life is I was 18. So I think she died when I was like 21 or 22. And she lived in Baton Rouge and I lived in Baton Rouge. And I very rarely went and saw her. And she would call my mom and say, "Oh, where's Woody at?" And she would drive around my apartment complex looking to see if she could see me and stuff like that.
Aww.
Yeah. But I was there when she passed and love her to death. And she was awesome. She was my grandma.
She was the one that had.
When I waited tables, she would come to the restaurant. She would drive an hour with her friend. She was
to Bear Corners.
Yep, to Bear Corners, and leave me a big tip.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, she was amazing.
Is she the one that had Christmas all year?
No, that was Aunt Cyndi.
Oh, okay.
This was my real aunt's southern thing, but that was our best friend. That's how she got introduced to my parents.
Oh, okay.
So, love you, Miss Fran. And so let me tell you, if I had a grandmother, I would do her fucking laundry in a heartbeat. Well, I don't do my own laundry, but I do my grandmother's laundry.
Right.
And anything else she needed.
Right. Well, I'm going to tell you about a man or whatever that did not want to do his grandmother's laundry.
Okay.
His name is James Riva II. Okay. Are you ready for this?
Ready. Pins and needles. Kind of idiot we're dealing with now.
A really bad idiot. But on April 10th, 1980, police and fire personnel responded to a Marshfield home of a woman named Carmen Lopez for reports of a house fire.
All right.
And after the fire was extinguished, the body of Miss Lopez was found lying in a fetal position on the bedroom floor. The autopsy later revealed that she had been shot multiple times.
All right.
The medical examiner detected 2 penetrating wounds in her chest area and 1 penetrating wound to the back. Investigators questioned neighbors.
Penetrating mean probably. Let me clarify that real quick.
Yeah.
They were probably through and throughs, but the penetrating meaning what side it went in.
Gotcha.
Right. So she was shot twice in the front and at least once in the back.
So on the day of the murder, the 22-year-old Mr. Riva borrowed his father's car and drove to his grandmother's house.
Okay.
His grandmother asked him to do her laundry for her.
All right.
While in the basement, Riva retrieved a gold-painted gun and bullets. He went upstairs.
A gold-painted gun?
Yeah, gold-painted gun.
A pimp in a West Memphis whorehouse?
Exactly. He went back upstairs to where his grandmother was sitting on the couch and proceeded to shoot her once.
Nice.
After the first shot, his grandmother threw
Did you say gold bullets too?
It just says gold painted gun and bullets. It doesn't say gold bullets. Right. So he shot her. And guess what she does?
I hope she shot him back.
She threw her water at him. She threw her glass of water at him. She's like, F you, I'm too tough for the, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to fight. I'm going to go down fighting.
Right.
And then he shot her again multiple times and then dragged her body into her bedroom.
Okay.
Then he ripped open her pajamas.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't tell me he did something sexual to his grandmother.
And sucked the blood from her wounds.
Oh, that might be worse than sexual.
Right?
Suck the
Sucking
blood,
from yes.
Pretty sure this motherfucker's getting insanity defense.
So he then poured, I don't even know what this is. You'll tell me. Dry gas.
Maybe like dry ice or something?
I have no idea. He poured dry gas on her, which he had purchased earlier in the day. I've never heard of dry gas. So anyway.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to tell you what it is. What is dry gas?
Here's some info about dry gas.
So dry gas is an alcohol-based additive gas used in automobiles to prevent water from freezing and water-contaminated fuels, thereby restoring the combustive power of gasoline spoilable. It's an additive.
Okay. So
he just
sucked her blood.
Like, this is so fucking bizarre. Shot her, rips open her shit, sucks her blood, and gets this. I mean, if he had the forethought to buy dry gas, it was just, y'all, that's obviously a commercial product name for a fuel additive.
Right.
And I can't imagine what else you're going to tell me.
So then he sets her on fire.
Jeez.
And then he left the house.
Okay.
And then approximately 10 minutes went by. And then the man, Riva, got into his father's vehicle that he borrowed to drive over there.
Right. That he was probably going to put the dry gas in.
Right. And he gets in the vehicle and he's going to go pick up his father. But during that drive from his grandmother's house to go pick up his father,
He stopped and sucked some more blood.
he gets rid of the gun. He throws it in a ditch. And then he covers it with leaves.
The golden gun.
The golden gun.
Sounds like a James Bond movie.
And during this time, his father receives a phone call that his mother's house is on fire. And he's at his work. Like the father's at work. Hey, your mom's house is on fire.
Right.
And so then Riva picks up his dad. They go to the grandmother's house. And people say, neighbors say, oh, he was just here right before the fire started.
Right.
So police question him and he admitted to being at his grandmother's house. And then police do their job and Mr. Riva is arrested the next day. Now remember, this was in 1980 that this occurred. So now this man was eligible for parole. First he had the murder charges and then he had 19 to 20 years of arson that was pending. So he's been going up for parole for the last few years. And the first time was, from what I can tell, in 1990. And it says that he has had a long history of major mental illness.
I don't doubt that.
That apparently goes directly with substance abuse. And to make a long story short, the whole time that he's been in jail, of course, he's been taking different medications and, doing everything he can for his psychiatric analysis.
And he found Jesus, I'm sure.
Well, he acts like he gets it. Like he's acting good in jail. But when he does his parole, like when he applies on his parole applications or however that process goes, he is not.
After a certain amount of time, you automatically come up for review.
Right. Well, everything that he states in the parole hearings and everything else, he is not taking accountability for his actions, and he's still blaming other people or other things.
Okay, well, that's why we build fucking prisons.
Exactly. And so based off of that, the parole board has never given him.
Look, they can say it's based off of that, but they're not letting a grandma killing, no laundry doing, blood sucking, dry gas, burn your house down motherfucker out of prison, period.
Well, right. But he's not helping himself in any way because he's not showing accountability and he's still showing psychotic episodes during, their meetings and stuff like that. So he did not get out.
And that's why we have prisons, right?
Yes.
So, all right. Drink your grandma's blood.
Have you ever cut yourself and sucked your blood?
Yep.
Yeah. But that's completely different than shooting somebody and sucking their blood.
And it's your grandmother's blood.
Yeah.
And You ripped off her clothes.
Yes.
And we don't know where the bullet hole was, but it might have been close to something else.
Oh, gross, Woody.
I'm just saying, it could have been. Right?
Well, if
It
a
could have
frog
been.
had a glass ass.
That's right. I knew that was coming. So, well, I'll do a little bit of this. It's time for Family Matters. We're going to take you to a place called the Waukegan Police Department. Waukegan. And they got two dudes who've both been arrested and charged with first-degree murder.
Okay.
Okay. So this is in Illinois. And guess what? They're brothers. Mm-hmm. Plot thickens. And guess who they kill?
The mother?
Nope. It has to do with their mom, though.
Mother's boyfriend.
They killed a restaurant owner who was also a father of four. Why did they kill him? Because he was dating their mom.
Well, mother's boyfriend. Okay.
They might have wanted to shoot their mama and suck her titty too, or blood, or whatever that dude did. So, according to the press release from the Waukegan Police Department, the incident occurred at approximately 11:27 p.m. on Saturday, February 8th at a restaurant. And the restaurant is 4114 Steaks and Seafood. I don't know what that means. Different name. So cops get there, right? And they found a 51-year-old man. You know, it's sad when I like watching football or NASCAR or whatever, and the coaches are younger than me now. And even all the news stories, most of them we do, the people are younger than me. But anyway, upon getting there, the cops found the 51-year-old man with multiple stab wounds, and he was in critical condition. And his name was Joshua Kirkwood of Waukegan, Illinois, like I told you. So Kirkwood, who was a father of four, who helped to run the restaurant with his son, and he died in the emergency room.
Jeez.
All right. Police said the autopsy results from the Lake County Coroner's Office said that he died from multiple sharp force injuries. Translation, stab to death. So now the police say that it appears to be domestically related, as Kirkwood was reported to be in a relationship with the suspects with apostrophe. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Mother. Now, one of the two suspects, 21-year-old Round Lake resident Isaiah Gonzalez, worked at the restaurant with his mom, they're not giving mom's name out.
Mm-hmm.
They said after an argument between Kirkwood and the mom, Gonzalez got into a physical altercation with the victim. I guess he's taking up for mom.
Right.
Don't fuck with mom. And Gonzalez's brother then decided, hey,
Could join in.
that's right. It's good enough. My brother will beat your ass. I'm going to beat your ass too, right?
Yeah.
So he joined in the physical altercation and began stabbing Kirkwood.
Jeez.
During which his mother sustained, because she's trying to stop it, I guess, she got herself a laceration on her leg, and she had to go get it stitched up later on. But Gonzalez's brother is described by police as a 16-year-old Waukegan resident.
16
years old. Look at this fucking winter.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, don't judge a book by cover. I'm pretty sure you can judge that dude.
Yeah.
He's got more hair, bushier eyebrows than I got of him. He's got more hair on his eyebrows than I do my whole body. But according to a petition filed by a Lake County prosecutor, which was released by the Chicago Tribune, an employee told police that the mom and Kirkwood argued frequently, and the incident took place as they were having a heated discussion. The police said that while an event was going on at the restaurant at the time of the incident, it did not appear to be related to Kirkwood's stabbing. I guess it was oh God. You know what the event was?
A wedding.
No, it was a sex Oh, yeah, that's probably yeah. You just such a dirty girl. It was a sex reveal party. I guess
Oh, a gender.
Yeah, they just called it a sex reveal party. Maybe it was. Maybe it was a grown-up gender explosion, what you got in your pants
I
nowadays.
identify as a girl.
Right. So it's funny that the dude died.
No, that's horrible.
So Gonzalez sustained the laceration to his finger. That's the bad dude, right? And he provided a statement once he was taken into custody. And then he was charged with first-degree murder. Wow, and he's been held without bond. Now, his brother, who actually did the stabbing in the juvenile, he's charged as an adult with first-degree murder.
Good.
And according to the cops, the 16-year-old turned himself in later on to Waukegan Police Department on Monday, February 10th, after the detectives couldn't find him.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, fuck it, I'm giving up. So the mom was not charged, and they said he just wanted a place where we could have brunch, karaoke, and games. I really haven't come to terms with it yet because it's the exact opposite of what he was striving for. That's what Waukegan resident Journey Iverson told ABC7 about Kirkwood's death.
Okay.
Well, I guess he was just a patron of the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't want to see all the stabbings and shit.
Who would?
The family feud. And we'll say this again. I think we'll say this at least once a week from now on. If you're experiencing domestic violence, call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 or go to the hotline.org, and all calls are toll free and confidential. The hotline is available 24/7 in more than 170 languages.
I should probably put that in.
That
the
is
show
your
notes.
PSA for today.
Goodness.
Anyway.
I wonder what they were fighting about.
I don't know. Sounds like they said they fought all the time.
Often, yeah.
Bushy brows. Took up for his mama.
Bushy brows.
And you can't even call them motherfuckers bushy brows. It looks like, I don't know what you call it.
I don't know.
You got to post a picture of that.
Okay.
That's the biggest fucking eyebrows I've ever seen.
Yeah.
They look like they're 6 inches thick.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't be jealous.
I'm not jealous. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pay him to shave his eyebrows and put it on the back of my head where I'm getting a bald spot.
You're not.
Like that hair in a can shit back when, you remember that infomercials from way back in the day?
Yeah.
And that comedian said, how fucking high do you have to be to order hair in a can? You're watching late night TV. You decide, I'm going bald. And you're smoking your joint. I'm going to order me a can of that. Whatever the fuck it was. Don't talk about topsy-turvy. I know it was fucking coming. I was sick.
You would have. So if you had a bald spot,
I would have never ordered. First of all, I don't give a fuck about a bald spot.
But you do because you talk about it all the time.
So I'm a grown ass man. What else will I talk about? That's what old men talk about.
You talk about your different medicines you take.
Yeah,
talk
exactly.
About the weather.
That's what I think it was my dad or somebody. No, maybe my oldest brother said, yeah, we used to stand around the conference room talking about women, and now we stand around and we talk about what kind of medicines we're on.
It's true.
When you get old as fuck.
It's so true.
But you know what? It'll never stop. True crime time for Taco Tuesday. And I'm Woody Overton.
I'm Cyndi Overton.
We'll holler at y'all later. Peace.
All you homeowners have unique needs. Some feel the need to paint their door a vibrant shade of blue. Others have the need to decorate their bathroom with fish, anchors, and other nautical items. And because each homeowner has unique needs, Geico helps you get the right coverage for your home and what's in it. That way, you get exactly what's right for you, even if your needs are unique. Get more with Geico.